very passionate about the public safety arena and serving any way we can. But anyway, I feel like I'm fairly well versed in this arena. I spent 21 years as volunteer with my Lost and Rescue Squad, 11 I think of which was captain. Then also 13 years as director of public safety for Amherst County. So I talked about 34 years of serving the county in some capacity in fire and EMS. I am in favor of the ordinance change. The ordinance, the way it's written, will help move the fire and EMS agencies and service to Amherst County citizens forward. This is something that the board has not heard the first time. I believe it was in 2013 when I was director was our last fire service board review, and in those findings, I think you'll see the sort of repeat a lot of the things they had this time. I haven't seen this year's report, but talking to Director Bean, Chief Bean, I think some of the findings were the same thing we discussed back in 2013. So here we are 11 years later, talking about the same topics all over again. Anyway, going through the ordinance changes I've seen, there are not a lot of changes. The structure's already there. Back in 2006, when the public safety ordinance was last revised, a lot of the structure from a reporting standpoint and oversight from the Director of Public Safety is already there. New things that Chief Bean and the Emergency Services Council has added, which again I agree with, and I think would be good to help move the county as a whole forward. A couple of things, as we've seen a lot of changes in the public safety arena in the last 20 years. Mr. Adams, myself, and Mr. Scott Brown were captains of the volunteer rescue squads back in the, 90s and early 2000s stuff. I think it was in 2003, 2004 when we brought the first career staff onto Amherst County for EMS. We hired 6 paramedics. That was at the request of us 3 captains. We recognized that at the time the citizens needed more service, and at the time the sheriff's office was taking deputies off the road to run EMS calls to serve the citizens. You've heard that many times before. So anyway, moving forward, as the years have changed, society has changed, training requirements have changed, those type of things. We've added more, particularly EMS folks who are cross-trained in fire suppression, as we had that foresight many years ago to serve citizens. As that's changed, we continue to provide a high level of care to the citizens. And again, I think these changes will be beneficial to the citizens of Amherst County. Ultimately, you as a board have the liability and responsibility for the services provided in Amherst. The amount of funding that the board provides to these volunteer agencies nowadays is phenomenal. And again, I congratulate you and applaud you for providing those funds. It's something that's been needed for a long time. I encourage you to vote to adopt this ordinance. I think will help move the fire and EMS agencies forward, and creating the Amherst County Department of Fire and EMS. And the structures there.
Beginning of the year, and it's been a very transparent process, extremely transparent, and that was done on purpose. So, as I stated before, I think we did not have to take the steps that we did to come to this point, but I think these were the right steps to make. I stand behind most of Roach's comments. I think it's a necessary change. A lot of the code that we are adopting or proposing to adopt tonight, let me correct that. The structure's already there. We're just changing a few terminology and strengthening a few items that will protect our people. And ultimately, that's what we have to do. We have to protect our providers, we have to protect our responders, and we have to protect our citizens. And that's the purpose of what we do in public safety. So, with that being said, I make the motion that we adopt ordinance 2024-2.